Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video brings me to the Balsam Mountains area, just off the Blue Ridge Parkway. Parked at the parking area for Sam Knob, and we're going to be doing a hike to Sam Branch Falls, which will actually be the top of the falls. So we won't have a view from the base of it today, just a view from the top, kind of like a downward view. To do this hike, you're going to hike the Sam Knob Trail to a certain point, and then we'll kind of go off trail, which may actually be a recognizable path. I'm not really sure yet. But anyway, we'll probably get halfway, maybe a little further than that, to the actual summit of Sam Knob, which I've already done. So I'm going to be opting out of that one today and just making this totally about getting to the top of the waterfall, which I believe will have a nice view of the mountains facing that direction as well too. This hike is probably around a little over 3 miles, 3 miles and a quarter, something like that, round trip. And on the way to the falls, it looks like we're going to lose probably around 750 feet, which we'll have to climb back on the return. So the workout portion of the hike will be on the way back. And it's currently about 49, 50 degrees here at the trailhead. Expected to get a little bit warmer than that. Probably see some ice like this in places, because we did have a recent winter storm in the area a number of days ago. This past few days just kept kind of getting worse, warming up some. So it should be a good day for a hike. A light breeze, but nothing too bad. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for tuning in. Today's date is Saturday, November 15th, 2025. Just recently got back from a trip from the Outer Banks. So if you're into that sort of content, you should see some videos from there coming up in the future. Or it could already be some, depending on when I choose to upload this. I actually just got back yesterday, so literally mountains to see, or see the mountains in 24 hours, give or take a few hours. So right here we're looking at, directly in front of us, is Sam Knob. Made it to the famous walkway where Sam Knob is on the right, and Little Sam with the pine trees there on the left. Pretty cool spot right here. We can just see both peaks. There were several cars at Trailhead, but haven't seen anyone out here yet. It's so peaceful out here. And we're gonna make a right here at the junction. Go this way for just a little bit, not too far. And then we're gonna leave this trail here. All right, I found what I believe is the point where we're gonna lead the trail here. think this is kind of a marker for it. It's really just a step to get over water if it's rushing through here. Kind of see a little bit of a path right here. We're gonna go that way. From here on out, it's probably gonna be difficult for me to give you a turn by turn, but if you are interested in doing this hike, reach out and I can share probably more detailed information, maybe even my GPS track. I actually might be in luck because I hadn't walked maybe 40 feet. I've already seen 2 pieces of ribbon. Someone has maybe marked it for us with this ribbon. I don't know if they keep going. We'll find out if they do. Another piece down here. It's not really a trail of any kind now. So it's just kind of going through the woods here, bushwhacking. Just gonna say big thanks to whoever did this. I have an idea who it might be, but I'm not gonna say their name because I'm not sure if they'd be okay with that, but thanks a lot for doing this. Tell you what, if you're interested in doing this hike anytime soon, not gonna say the whole route yet, but first few tenths of a mile at least have been flagged with this pink tape. There's some feathers here. So I hadn't had to look at my GPS but once or twice just to make sure this is correlating with the track I have. Awesome. Woods are fairly open too as well. Haven't had to stoop down or crawl in anywhere yet, so pretty nice. I'm starting to go downhill. There's my next piece of ribbon right there. All right, so the little pink ribbon's ended. And I'm just going along where it looks like some people have went through here. And now I'll just kind of keep working my way through. I'm probably about halfway to where the falls are labeled on the map. In between there and where I left the Sam Knob Trail. All right, so I made it to Sam Branch. Appears to be flowing pretty decent considering conditions. You can't really see it, but there's a campsite right down in there. There's a fire ring there behind that tree center screen. It's also labeled on the map. The track I have that I got from someone appears to follow the side of the creek that I'm on now, so I think I'm just going to kind of keep following that and just see how it goes. After the pink ribbons end, they kind of get you started, and like I said, that takes you about the halfway point, and then on, you're kind of on your own to go the least of resistance. Hadn't been too bad. Got a little thick a few times, but not bad. No scratches or anything like that on me, so all good. I decided to come down the creek and take a little break before we push on. It's a nice little spot right here. All right, back on this side now. Did creek walk for just a couple of 100 yards maybe. And then it kind of got a little steep and rugged where you couldn't really walk on easy. So step back in the woods and kind of following what almost feels like footpaths in a way, but I'm sure it's not. Yeah, pretty far back in here, but getting pretty close, I think. A couple tenths of a mile or less. Should be there. Pretty cool rock wall right here. Make my way down. Should land me right at the top of it. Made it. Standing at the top of Sand Branch Falls. Creek flows in from this way. It's actually a series of smaller waterfalls. This is the top of the big one, right here. And a pretty awesome view. I'm gonna try and make my way across here, get it from the other side, and be very careful doing so. Nice heart-shaped rock there. Awesome view. It's definitely one of the more dangerous spots that I've been to. Check out this cool little spot. Really nice little swimming hole here. All right, starting to climb out now. Of course, this is gonna seem kind of brutal. Once I get back to the blazed section, probably give me some relief, but it's gonna take it slow and steady. I think we got around 700 feet to climb to get out of here. I probably climbed 100 of that already. So maybe 5, 6, somewhere in there. I'm kind of picking up on what kind of looks like something's went through here versus on the way down at this point. I was going through a lot of brush closer to the creek. So maybe that'll be a little helpful. We'll see. Oh yeah. Back on the trail. Back to the meadow.